How's it? Today is Monday, July 10th. I'm snatching today. I'm front squatting today. Doing a bunch of other shit today. Started off with a snatch push press with overhead squat, which is pretty par for the course. Last week I think I did a few top sets at like 100 and 105, something like that. But today I went to just a one top set at 110. 110 is not that heavy. I haven't snatched it from the ground, but overhead squat is really strong at this position, and relative to my best snatch push press plus overhead squat is very far away. Um, Changing from last week, after these push press overhead squats, I'm doing block snatches, which I know that last week was kind of planned to do the block movement on the Friday. That's not what happened, and I ended up doing block lifts on the Tuesday, and then we switched today to block snatches. So last week's snatch work was power snatch plus hang full snatch, sorry, at like 89, and today it was 90 for a single from the block snatch. I know that's only a 1 kilo increase and halving the reps, but it's worth noting that block snatches is pretty foreign to me. Here's my single top set at 110. How strong I look. It's so easy. It's actually important to know that for virtually all of these, my lower back was not happy. My right side lumbar was in pain for all of those dip like before the drive for the push press. The overhead squat itself was completely fine, but just that slight small dip, it was giving me a lot of problems. But yeah, I don't even remember what I was talking about earlier. I do now. Block snatches are a little bit foreign to me. So you'll see that some of these positions are a little bit off, a little bit sloppy. Watch this here too. I feel a lot of pain in my right adductor. You see me kind of wincing in pain. I think it was just that dipping, or sorry, not dipping, well, like um, going to full squat extremely quickly. It doesn't really hurt for the rest of the lifting, which I thought would have been an issue, but for the most part, these are all pretty standard. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get into position, of course, before picking up the bar off of the blocks. Here's my top set, my first top set. Here's a 90. It was a little bit forward and it felt like I snuck under the bar. I'm not sure if that's better. I didn't sneak under the bar as much as that one, but still feeling a little bit off. And then here's my last one. I think this one might be my best one. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, 90 is not very heavy, and for what it's worth, I've snatched the most off of the blocks on March 13th. I remember this day specifically. I snatched 110 off of the blocks, which is the best snatch day I've ever had. So if I could snatch more than that off of the blocks, that would be a huge sign that I'm ready to lift a little bit more off the ground. Perhaps 110 off of the ground. After my block snatches, I moved into something I've literally never done before. Block snatch high pull. So I feels weird starting position wise and then kind of getting to a full extension to the best of my ability at the top. I mean, I'm trying my hardest. It doesn't look like it's a lot of struggle, and it really isn't, but it just feels so weird starting this high and trying to generate as much power as possible. This is my last one here before moving into the front squat. For front squat today, I am going to 138. I'm going to 138 for a single, which is 3 kilos higher than I did last week. I did this on Monday last week, and then I also was supposed to front squat, like full front squat, like with all the downside volume on Friday, but I ended up not doing that on Friday, so I just did the top set at 135 last week. So I didn't do the downsets, but today we're going up to 3 kilos higher, 138, of course. Here it is. It's not that hard. I mean, it is hard, but it's not as hard as I'd imagine it was going to be. It's definitely not impossible. And I wouldn't be surprised if I could front squat 145, 150, like right now, like today, if I wanted to. I went down 10% ish to 125. I know going down 10% from 138 is actually like 124.2, but I was like 125 seems a lot nicer, and I'm glad I made that decision because I was able to do them pretty much no problem. But yeah, after that I moved into a next progression for my weighted pull-ups. I went to 50 pounds today. It's starting to get hard, so maybe next time I will have to do 50 again. I don't know. Finished off with my transverse abdominis work, which was my dead bugs today. I'm really happy with how dead bugs feel, and I do think it's going to be helping me in the long run. But yeah, I mean, that's all for today. I was pretty happy with how I snatched today, even though they were a little bit weird and wonky. Block snatches are something that I don't have a lot of practice in, so I'm very excited to perhaps do 111 in the future. I have no idea. You should stick around, like, comment, and subscribe. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.